Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry from Mowers and Blowers again. So today is the day. Dude came by yesterday to look at my, actually he came to look at the Poulon. Then he looked at this one and he goes, "Woo, how much is that one?" And I says, "Oh, $450." And he wanted me to deliver it. And so I said, "Well, how far do you live?" He goes, "Oh, I'm only a couple of miles down the road." And I says, "All right, if you give me my asking price, I just add $25. Usually I charge like $50 to $100 depending on the where you are. And so $475, and I'll deliver it to your house tomorrow." He's like, "Okay, here you go." Boom, just gave it to me. Anyway, so I'm gonna do some other stuff. I don't have to deliver it into a few hours now, but I figured I'll set it up right now. You know, once you disengage the freewheel, disengage the transmission, right? It freewheels very well. And this model is actually almost zero turn. You know, look at the wheels. It cuts like big time, so the angles are really good. This is the same one that I have at my mom's house in Queens. The reason why I have it down there is because it's like the only narrow riding mower that you can have that fits through the homes of backyards in Queens. In Queens, all the houses are very close together, you know. And I'm in limited space here. It's relatively light, you know. Not really a good hook though. I'm gonna have to wrap it around. You know what I mean? That. Yeah, that'll do. Y'all need to get a winch like this. Makes life so much easier. Especially if you're a picker like me. And this thing was only like $55. That's really cheap, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if it works. Can't get easier than that, man. I mean, it's still rolling, you know? So much easier with this thing now. And I'll just put on the brake. And it'll stay put. Awesome. Super easy, man. I usually don't deliver, but sometimes if they ask for delivery and you kind of agree to it, if it's not too far away, that entices the person to want yours more and be more willing to pay full price for it, you know? So that's a good selling point, actually, you know, because if they don't have any means of getting this tractor and you're willing to do it, they're more inclined to pay the full price that you want with no haggling, which has been the case maybe 3 or 4 times where I've gotten full price plus maybe $50 to $100 in delivery. Just wanted to do another shout out to Roy's the boy who sent me that sticker from the United Kingdom. I put him next to his fellow countryman, Rich Jackson at Jacko's Small Engine Repair. Both those dudes I found and made friends with on YouTube and Instagram. Very good guys. And, you know, I make friends from people all around, you know what I mean? And it's a good way to network, you know? All the collaboration we have on the comments with YouTube, it's really an excellent tool. So once again, thanks a lot for the sticker, Roy's the boy on YouTube. So look what I got in the mail today. Two brand new skid shoes. I believe these are from Stens. And they were cheap. 2 of them for $9.99 shipped. So shipping, let's see, I know this pretty well. So it's from Zip Zone 4, 12 ounces. If you use PayPal shipping, this probably cost him $4.77? $4.77 from Michigan. So if that cost $4.77, PayPal fees, eBay fees, blah blah blah, probably made $3-4 off these. Not a lot of money. Didn't make much money. And I'm happy to have them for $5 each to me, you know. So I'm going to show you how to install these brand new snow skid shoes on that one there, because I couldn't find one that fits the small kind. As you know, this snowblower I got off the side of the street. Free rolls and everything. Got it off the side of the street. It looked like hell, right? But as you know, I fixed it, got it running good, and I painted it. However, the skid shoes are in complete disarray. That would ruin somebody's driveway for sure. So I tried to put brand new skid shoes, bigger ones, on my better snowblower and take those skid shoes and put them on here. But those are bigger model snowblowers that wouldn't fit this, you know? So I had to go buy it. What can I do? I gotta buy it. What are you gonna do? They're very easy to remove, provided you have an impact and the proper wrenches and tools. It's a 1/2-inch socket. Easy for you to say. Like I said, this impact wrench is, our impact gun is very good, okay? But it's not as powerful as, let's say, an old Milwaukee or a DeWalt or something like that. They're more powerful. But this, you guys have seen my videos. I've used this every video. I use it religiously. Like 80% of my stuff, I use this. It's cut my workload in 75%, guaranteed. And I no longer have tendonitis, you know? But it's not as strong as those. So if this is on pretty tight, it's not going to get it off. And I'll show you. Yeah, that was pretty tight. Of course, I painted over it, so it's even harder to get off. You know, but once you get it moving, you should be able to get it off without turning. Barely. The other side is stripping. I spoke too soon when I said this is really easy. I had to grip the other end of it. The other end of it doesn't have a bolt. It's just square. So the square is opening up. So this was turning while I was trying to turn that. Still good. It's just a pain to get it back on, you know. Gonna earl it a little. Penetrating oil. Just so it a little easier. So it just comes off like that. Perfect fit. But look how much has been ground off over the years from rubbing it on the ground. Look at that. It's almost 80%. I'm sorry, not 80%. 80% of an inch. That's what it is. Almost an inch of wear off of that. Amazing, right? Grounded down like that. Insanity, man. Just put it back on like this. I'm going to have trouble with this one, I know it. So I think the best way to do it is for me to impact it on there. Maybe the oil on there is going to help it a little. I can feel it turning in my hand. Pain. Oh, the pain. This one should go on there pretty easily. Came off relatively easily. And then you just lay it down like this. As you can see, it's got to be flush on the floor, so I've got to loosen this. There we go. See from the weight, it's flush on the floor. You also have to consider what kind of driveway you have. If you have a lot of gravel on your driveway, you'd have to raise this a little bit more so that the scraper bar doesn't scoop up the gravel and get into there. Then your sure pins will break. You know what I mean? But with my application, and for most applications in Long Island, everybody has a flat paved driveway. So just maybe a millimeter off the ground of air clearance would be good enough, you know. You can adjust how your property is, you know. But I'm going to have trouble with this because I'd have to grip that bolt in the back and have it pushed out for this to work. See, it's moving. Moving. All right. Nice. That worked. Cool. Now just do the other side. Let's see if this side's easier. I had this off before trying to test that, so this is easier for sure. If you had a stronger impact, it'd be easier. Wow, that is on there. You know what? I painted it after, so the paint contributes to how difficult the nuts are to get off. There we go. I'm going to ruin that one too. Crazy. Yep, stripped it. Pain in my ass. Why? Why is it so difficult sometimes? Can't just be easy for me, right? You know, I may have to just grind this out. Grind the bolt out and just get new bolts. Because it's not adhering to the square, you know what I mean? It's just not. It's just spinning. Maybe that's a better grip. It is a better grip. Damn it! Just spinning freely. Gonna get my grinder. Shouldn't have jinxed myself. What did I say? Say, oh, it's gonna be easy. I gotta get some more discs. This is the last of mine. They wear out fast when you use them, you know? Wear out really fast. I gotta find something like that. But then again, see? This is no longer square, you know? I'm gonna find 2 brand new bolts to put in there. Found a couple of bolts for a starter. I hate these anyway because they're Torx and hex, but I hate them anyway. Let's see if these fit through the hole. They do fit through the hole. Just put these through the rear. Put these through the rear. These have built-in washers in them. It's easier to put on earlier. Got a wrench on the other side for the 1/2-inch nut on the other side to hold it. There we go. Good thing about this is when these wear out eventually, right? When these wear out, let's say it's scraped up, right? Just loosen the bolts again, flip it upside down because you can use the other side. So these will last you quite a while. And it sits nicely right on the ground there. So that's it. That's it. That's how you replace your snow skid shoes off your snowblower. And it only costs $10. And dirty hands. So now I can park this baby in the backyard. But wait, there's more. Since I was going to park it in the backyard, I might as well try to fix this starter. This starter came off of, was it this one? I'm not sure. Another snowblower. Anyway, the starter motor works, right? It's just that this switch in here is pressed down permanently. Like there's no click. However, when you plug it in, the power, watch. See that? It works. However, it doesn't work perfectly because this doesn't bounce down. The gear is supposed to pull down like that when it's engaged. I just sprayed penetrating oil, and I'm going to spray all over my face. So. See that? What I'm going to try to do is to, while it's moving, use a screwdriver and pull it down. Because it has to go down. If it doesn't go down, it's not going to work. See, it's all the way to the top there, and I can't even get a screwdriver in there, you know, to pull it down. So this gear is supposed to move freely downwards. I suppose if you use some Lucas oil penetrating oil and get it into that area, it should work itself free eventually. You need to help it a little by getting a screwdriver in there, you know, and I can't. So I guess I'm going to try to bang a screwdriver in there. But instead of a thick screwdriver, got this little tiny one here. Let's see if I can help it. See that? The little one helped it, so I can get the big one in there. And this is kind of risky, but I'm going to plug it in. Maybe I better not. Because, uh-oh. It's loosening it up a little, see? Not only did I break the top housing, but I'm loosening it and slowly turning it. So it's kind of going down a little. Look what I did. I've unseized it. It's now all the way down, where you can see the screw stud. Look at that. Check that out. Yeah. So now it's freely moving. Pretty well, actually. I've used penetrating oil. This stuff really is good, guys. It's all I used to use PB Blaster, and I'm not just saying that just because they're my sponsor. Because I mean, I've been using it because they're my sponsor, and because I've been using it, it has never failed me, you know? Look at that. That's cool. I think that's done. This is fixed. This is fixed here, okay? However, you got this part here where it's not clicking. So the switch is broken on the inside. Problem is, this mechanism doesn't allow you to open it up. See what I'm saying? There's no bolts that hold this together. It's almost made this way. It was made this way. It was made this way. So I'm gonna have to break this open just to see what's inside. I have to, you know. I know I don't want to break it, you know, but I have to open it up to try to fix the switch, right? If I can open it up and fix the switch, I could just glue it back or tape it, or at least once you have the bolts in here attached to the top, right, it pushes it down at least, you know what I mean, and keeps it closed. The only other option is to cut this wire and attach a switch, you know what I mean? Unless you can, you know, loosen it up, and maybe it'll unclick. Nope. So yeah. You're like, don't do it, Henry. Don't do it. I says, what am I gonna do? Am I not gonna fix it? Gotta do it. Check it out, guys. Now this is the first time I've ever done this. I want to make sure that you can see this. Yeah, you can see this. Isn't it interesting? So the button's pushed all the way in. That's right. I use this penetrating oil for everything because it works. However, how would I get this out? You know what I mean? Unless I screw a wood screw in here and pull it out. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. It's not a good idea. It's a good idea. Let me find just the right, the thin little nail, wood screw. Get that out. Found this little tiny screw, and I'm just going to try to somewhat get it in there. It's one hell of a button. Ooh. Alright, it's in there, but... Ooh! There, see? Came out, but it also opened this up a little. You know what? You know what? It's all messed up on the inside. See that? It's trashed. That's why it can work. Water, corrosion got in here. This is all bent and broken, see? This ain't gonna work. So, what should we do? Guess I could find another switch. Know what I mean? It was all corroded and busted. Got this little switch that I put on there. This is going to get a little hairy if I don't electrocute myself. I'm not taking any chances. I hate electrical. Yeah. That's off. On. All right. So, I'm going to try to fit this little switch through the hole here. Ooh, that looks like this looks like it might work. Goes like that. This is off. However, this kind of switch is not impervious to the weather. This gets left outside, right? this switch gets left outside, water will just go right into here, and it'll rust it out. So I got to tell the new owner, do not leave this thing outside. So if you get this wet, which it will, right? Your switch may not work again, unless you want to cover it with something, you know, like a plastic bag or something like that. But hey, this is probably going to work. You know what I mean? Better than nothing. What do you guys think of that? Huh? Is that pretty cool? That's pretty cool. Stuffed all this stuff in here. Not that this gasket will do anything, you know. How about that? How about that? That's cool. Then when I put the screws through here, that'll be alright. Let's try it. Zzz. Awesome. Now I was going to sell this. Now I'm not going to sell it. So I actually attached the original bolts and studs for this on here. So now I'll be able to bolt this on properly. This thing goes just like that. There's two little holes that are diagonal to each other. I'm not sure if this one was supposed to be on here because it they're very tight, meaning that the holes were never drilled out. And this has the panel here, see? That. That's on there really good. Sorry, really well. Alright, there's a big bolt here and a small little bolt that's holding this plate that covers up the flywheel. I also have to remove a top bolt over there so I can fit it in. About that though. Super tiny. It's going to take a while to get that one off. This plate. Uh-oh. Guess what? So this is not the kind. What is it? I think I have to break this. See, it has an area for it, but I don't think this is meant to have it. I mean, it should, because it has the holes, you know what I'm saying? But this panel here, this part here should not be here. This needs to be cut out. Should I just break it? Aha, there you go. See? It's already cut out. This is a pain, huh? But I've done this before, and there's a cutout here that when you do decide that you want to put electric start on here, you got to pull this out. You can tell that it's designed to cut away. There we go. Pretty brutal looking, isn't it? Like, what are you doing? It's an option, and you just got to break away this piece here. It's already cut out, but you have to expose the gears. See? If you pry this away, see? It's designed for it. See how rounded it is like that? I'm going to have to bend some of this back a little bit. This is very jagged. It's very, very sharp. It's just sheet metal. You bend it where it's supposed to bend and it'll break. Designed for it. Get off! Get off! Get off! You know what? As long as that doesn't interfere with the flywheel. An eye with it. With a screwdriver. All right. I have to remove that bolt in here. Top bolt is very tough. not going to do it tight yet, because I want to get the other two bolts on wherever they are. Gotta find these damn bolts. This battery's about to die. What the heck? As long as it still was moving, it's not tight yet. So now it's in where it's designed to go. Let's see if it works. So let's see if it starts. It won't start because I've already winterized it, or summarized it. I've already drained it of its gas. There's no gas in here. But let's see if it cranks. As long as it cranks, I'm good. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. Let's see if it cranks. Yeah! That's fantastic, man. Holy cow, that was fantastic. So what do we do today? Today we took this 420 snowblower from Craftsman, Trac Drive, Trac Plus, for free. That's right, free. We painted it, we cleaned the carb, we replaced the recoil starter, adjusted the tension of the auger and drive cables, we greased and lubricated and cleared all the rust out of the shaft for the friction disc and the wheel, so it drives, it blows, it runs well, and we replaced the snow skid shoes, right, for $10. So I'm in this for $10, okay? And most impressive is that I took that Tecumseh snowblower starter, right, with a stuck switch and jigged it, I'll say again, jigged it with a regular on and off switch, and it actually fits perfectly on the original housing, which is, in my mind, pretty goddamn impressive. Didn't think I would get this to do that, you know what I mean? So I think that's pretty cool. Bet you that's the first switch you've ever seen on that snowblower like that, huh? So how about that, man? This thing has electric start now. I gotta tell you, that's very satisfying. You know what I mean? to be able to do that, I was just going to sell this on eBay for crap, you know, like $10 or something like that if somebody wanted to buy it. But for me to be able to open that up and wire it so that it would work, it's pretty cool. We got an electric start now, got some new skid shoes. This thing I'm going to park in the backyard. It's good to go. Good to sell. It's definitely easier to pull and push when not under power. I need a bag. Gotta protect your equipment from the elements. Gotta think about the super hot summer days here in New York and then rain. Hot weather, wet rain. Just think of the condition of your snowblower if you don't cover this up, you know? Especially since I've done so much work on it, right? Got to protect it from water. Metal and water just don't mix. And unfortunately, I don't have a garage big enough to house all the crap that I got. Well, I take that back. It's not crap. It was crap when I got it, but after I fixed it, it's now assets. Running power outdoor equipment that you sell for money. Money that you use to buy really good shit. Or parts to fix newly found crap so that you can sell. And that's what Mowers and Blowers is all about. Getting stuff for free, that's right, free, fixing it, and selling it so that you could keep doing more and more. 2 years ago, I had nothing in this backyard. Now it's out of control. I'm gonna have to sell some stuff. I'm working on a lot of stuff. I'm working on selling all my tractors cheap. Just gotta get rid of them. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, support my channel. Buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on the next project. Have a great day.